Are you ready for a completely new audio experience? Well then, you've come to the wrong place. Here's just another podcast to help you waste some time. This is your news update.
Let me let me clear my throat. I'm not trying to reference that old song. I just needed to clear my throat, and I want everybody to hear it.
Who's that, DJ Cool?
Yeah, DJ Cool Hurt, right?
No,
Or
DJ
cool vibes.
It was DJ Cool.
Just cool?
Yeah, it was DJ Cool.
Was it at least KOOL?
I think it was.
All right.
Yeah, because I think I had the single.
Nice.
I used to DJ and just buy singles, so I would buy a whole album.
You used to play tapes at your clubs, bro? What the fuck?
The CD.
Oh, the CD
But
single.
you had to be there. You had to be there quick to change the next shit because you only had 2 CD things. Anyways, we're out being Radimus Prime, and as always, it's Your News Hour Take. You can join us at yournewshouretake.com.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody. I only got a couple of hats left, by the way. So if you want to buy one, go to yournewshouretake.com. It is not this one. It's the Why Not hat. So why not pick one up?
Right? You didn't say we. Like, we got a few, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
you know what I'm talking about.
Show, you know. Damn.
There's only a couple left, man. So pick them up if you guys want them.
I guess I got to buy them to be part of this shit. It's,
of course. Everybody. You think I didn't buy them? Shit. They're sitting in my closet.
So I was telling you in the show break before we come on that the burger wars are just the most obsessive thing.
What is that?
Okay. So what happened was the McDonald's CEO goes on like his TikTok and he takes a bite of his big arch burger and looks absolutely disgusted by it. In fact, he doesn't even take a real bite, right? He takes a nibble and he politely chews while talking, and you can tell he doesn't eat his own food. So the dude from Burger King instantly is like, this is my moment. And he wakes up this morning and he's like, I'm going to fucking take a monster bite out of this Whopper. And he goes through the whole thing and he takes a bite out of his Whopper. But then it gets interesting because Wendy's jumps in. Now, Wendy's is hood as fuck normally on Twitter and stuff like that. So they're fun to watch. So I was really excited to see, but their CEO's, very plain Jane. And he makes his own burger, and this is the most disgusting looking burger in the history of man. But my man squashes the whole thing. He eats it, rocks it. He's like, it's delicious. And then he has fries with the Frosty. So then now companies are jumping in that have no business jumping in. Like, did you know A&W had a burger joint?
Yeah, of course.
I had no fucking clue. None whatsoever. Okay, Taco Bell jumps in. Right? And my man is literally spitting the food into a napkin. He can't stand the food. And it's so good because he goes, I know our food comes from a meat gun. What the fuck is a meat gun? And I want one. And I don't even eat beef, but I want a meat gun. And he goes, and I'm hoping it's a parody of what the CEO is, right? Like,
I would imagine,
the real CEO is. But it's the first bite he takes. He's like, oh yeah, it's really good. And then he puts his napkin over his mouth and you're like, wait, he just put this shit out? And then the second time he's saying something to the camera and then he leans off camera talking, which is right after his second bite. So you're assuming he's spitting it out again. And then he's like, okay, it's really good. And I'm like, this has to be a parody account. But here's where it gets interesting for Californians, because I didn't know you guys knew what A&W Burger was. In-N-Out jumped in. But the CEO normally posts herself eating these burgers. And it's something I really do feel left out of because I don't eat beef any longer. But and it's been 20-something years since I've eaten beef. But man, like this would be something fun to be partake in. Like, my inner fat kid is very angry that I'm not part of this right now.
You just gotta make like a chicken sandwich or something like that, and or have your wife make you one, and then you
lived
spit
the
it out.
Popeye Wars. Yeah, no, I was there for that. I
the Popeye Wars. Yo, that was insane. First of all, the whole people getting shot for a chicken sandwich.
The kid
that was
crying
crazy.
Is where I think the kid breaking down, crying, going, and he's like really big. He's a very big, but you could tell he's young minded. And he goes, and this is a Popeye's employee for those that don't know. And they're like, he needs to hurry his big ass home. And he just snaps. And he's like on the verge of tears. And he's like, we can hear y'all, right? This is a lot of stress. He's like, we won't be making chicken sandwiches all day. And that's what broke the Popeyes thing. I think everyone was like, yeah, this has gone too far. But you were absolutely right. People were getting shot and stabbed and all sorts of shit.
Crazy. It's for like that hot sandwich, right?
So
or whatever
good.
that spicy sandwich.
When it first came out, it was a game changer. Like,
yeah, but it was
really,
come on. I mean, it was like for like a month or two that people were going crazy. You couldn't even get it. People were standing in lines. It was ridiculous for a chicken sandwich.
So the first, I said this on a previous podcast, or maybe on one of our lives. The first time I ever had it, and it's the first time I ever like really used the terminology where it was gonna fit. I go, this is gonna be a problem. Like, and it was 2 bites in because it was just so fresh and so good, and obviously it gets commercialized. But when it first came out, I knew like, oh shit, this is gonna be a problem. I didn't think kill people problem, but I knew it would be popular to the point where it'd be sold out and be one of these hard items to get. And you know, the next time I ordered it, I got 2 because I was like, this shit is enjoyable. I don't need fries. Like, you know, so you knew it was good, but I didn't think it was, again, get murdered over 1A7 good.
You know, it's getting kind of a problem. And speaking of getting 2, bro, like I've noticed myself, like, and I don't know, maybe I've done this in the past, and I'm now it's triggering like a response from myself. But like, I'll go to a place like Wendy's, and I'll get like a number 1 meal, like large, you know, fries, drink, and all that stuff. And for some reason, I have to order another burger on the side. Like, I've noticed the amount of intake I'm taking in, and I'm not like.
Everything's smaller. Everything's smaller.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
because like
everything's relatively smaller, so you're still hot and you're paying more for it.
Yeah, yo, I had 1 meal with that extra burger. Yeah, it was like $25. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Everything's a lot smaller. They did this huge. I watch way too much news, but they did this huge thing about why the companies were going to adjust for what they were calling their inflation, and how they were going to adjust was going to be food sizes, and that's what took the big hit. Was everything shrunk down. So no, it makes be a lot less hard on yourself. It makes a lot more sense that you're ordering a little bit more because you're hungry still. You know, it's not as filling. The Big Mac isn't the big. Do you remember? I remember when I did eat beef and I couldn't even finish a Big Mac. Like, you know, like that's how much burger it was.
I'm the opposite, man. So, there was a time when I was a kid, man, I was getting that number 1 Big Mac meal and ordering another Big Mac on the side, dude. I should be like 400
it's a Galangela problem for you. No, I understand now. It's completely no. I guess I've never really. I was a big diner burger guy. Like I love like a burger from a diner. Like that was my thing. But then when you start working out, you switch it all to chicken for some odd fucking reason. But keeping it on our foodie show. Tennessee man accused of dipping testicles in customer's salsa before his online delivery. Now, I've never tasted balls. I'm just gonna go right at this story. So I wouldn't know how one would know that there was
not even by mistake. You never tasted them?
No, I've never accidentally, like in basketball, pull the guy's orlas down and be like, damn, your balls are in my mouth. It's never once. And thank God I didn't have the friends that did stupid shit like that when you fell asleep, like, you know, or like 5 guys in a room.
On.
Never once.
Dude. Never like went down like a slip and slide and your friend jumped at the end of it and you just slid into his balls.
Was he doing it nude? Like, why would his balls be in my mouth? Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, there's no time where I'm doing anything, any kind of activity in the nude with any of my boyfriends. Like, okay, boyfriends. Like, choosing those words. Boyfriends. Like,
I just like the visual of you just going.
I know you do. I'm realizing this a lot more about you. That you like a lot of visuals. I'm taking this earring off. The earring got y'all fucked up out here. Like, this shit, I'm throwing this shit out. It's like you see like, Jesus in the background watching this shit. No, it would be funny. Like, you think about basketball, right, and how you have to press up against somebody, and you're guarding them. And what you're really doing is they're twerking on you, right? While I'm dribbling that ball, right? So that would always, I think the hand check is probably the best thing, right? Like, I would just hand check dudes and dudes would be like, but why? Like, I'm swinging. Like, I know you're swinging. Like, we're swinging. We're some swinging ass dudes. I ain't trying to rub up on no dude. Like, oh, you gay. No, I'm not gay, bro. I'm hung. So, like, that's call it what it is. Like,
how do you think we learned those twerking dances in the 90s? You know what I mean? There's all that basketball we played, doing the backing it up stuff.
Bro, man, please. Like, y'all got to thank us for the street ball. I wanted, like, how many times has this dude tasted balls? Like, you a ho-ho. Like, if you know what balls taste like I don't even think most women would know what balls taste like if they had it dipped in their fucking salsa. Like,
yeah. So let's retrace a little bit here because I got so confused and so lost in seeing you and with your face deep into some balls.
Yum.
That I'm like, so this cook put his balls in some dipping sauce and then sent out his food to people?
No,
Wow, I was way wrong.
The Tennessee man accused of dipping testicles in customer salsa before online delivery. So this was a delivery guy who dipped his balls in the guy's salsa. And I read on, I had to go deep dive in this because I was like, what the fuck happened? Turns out it was the delivery guy was pissed about the tip. So he was like, they get into it in the exchange, and he's like, well, fuck you, dude. I dipped my balls in the fucking salsa. So like,
he told them.
Yeah, he ratted himself out. But
okay.
Yeah. But when I first read the article, I was like, what kind of a ho-ho are you? You know what balls taste like? Like, I have balls and I don't know what they taste like. But
you never just once kind of like scooped them and
nope.
Yep.
Never said, I played a lot of ball today. Let me see if it tastes like balls. Like, what the fuck? Like,
oh my God. Oh,
welcome back to the show, folks, after a week off. Hope you missed that.
Wow. So I want to turn it this way, man. I want to talk about AI because I always like talking about AI.
Here we go.
So there's this thing called Claudebot, right? And basically it's this whole thing where AI can be like your assistant, but in almost like a better than a human could be, right? Cool. And this is theoretically, right? I don't know this for a fact. I'm not the AI expert here. I'm just going off what I read.
How it's being promoted.
So apparently some guy was trying to reserve a table at a restaurant, and he had his little Claude AI thing going, right? And he couldn't get it, but his Claude thing tried to get it, and his Claude thing couldn't get it either. His Claude thing then went into the internet, created a voice, all right, some AI generated voice, called the restaurant, and somehow was able to pull off getting this dude a reservation at the restaurant. And I'm like, this is the AI. He didn't tell the AI to do this. This is the AI thinking outside the box and doing it, right?
Problem solving for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But now there's people like creating, like they went off that story and created like what I believe are like fake stories of like, oh my God, I just got sent $30,000 for worth of food because my AI bot thought that I'm going to be grinding today, so I'm going to need food. You know what I mean? And now people are like clickbaiting kind of those stories. Yeah. But like the idea
the AI story, like
right.
Yeah.
But the fact that the AI can actually probably do that, like we are so in the beginning stages in the fact that we can't rein this in just yet, bro. Nope. It's going to be a couple of years before we rein it in. Like, wow, dude, like we are. Yeah, and we are way in.
That's the real conversation. Is that when we go to rein this in, they would have figured out how not to be reined in. We've been warned about this in every parameter that there is, and now you went out and you opened this box up, and it's showing you again and again how either it could take on too many of our traits, or it could take on its own agenda. Right? No, but because at the end of the day, what you're doing is you're accessing a problem solver, and it doesn't care what it has to do to solve that problem. It's doing its job. It's doing what you asked it to do. And then we have these very human reactions of acting like this thing was supposed to have morals or tact. Like, get the fuck over yourselves. We're the ones sending it out there.
Well, we're hoping it's not like murder or spend our money or anything like that, right? Like,
until it's like, I could spend your money better than you, and then you don't have access to your bank account. Then you're going to see people really fucked up. So
that's scary, dude.
It's true. So and they're going to say, we could budget better than you. You know what? We changed your passwords, right? You know what? You listen to too much fucking heavy metal. So we're going to recommend 2 hours of classical. I don't even listen to 2 hours of music a day, bitch. So there you go. Like it's where does the regulation happen? And of course I'm throwing this out there with some satire, but at the end this is the conversation. A few weeks ago I want to recap this story. The taxi driver who rented the yacht and bought fake chains and pretended to be a billionaire and slept with IG models. That was a completely true fucking story. Remember, really? I thought it was one of those AI created things, and I said, I want this to be true so bad. It was true. So I'm buying a bunch of fake gold chains, and so
I mean, you already got a house in Florida, dude. You're already halfway there, man. You could get it going, man.
Yeah, this is all let's do this. Good.
Yeah. God. Speaking of Florida. So I just read this story that climate change is a hoax. Okay, I'm going to jump on that side.
Florida, did you?
I'm going to jump on this side of the story now. I'm a firm believer that climate change is a hoax now, and that everything that our scientists have been saying are wrong. Because apparently there is a story now released that says they're wrong on how much they thought the floodwaters were going to go. So it's actually going to go higher than they actually initially thought, and that more millions of people can be affected. It's not going to happen tomorrow. Maybe in the next couple of years, who knows how long. I didn't get that far in it. I just saw the fact that
I didn't want to cure cancer.
Yeah,
I just know that there's a problem with it.
I just know that it sounds insane. And then it just brought me back to the idea of maybe I'm just not a beach guy. I know that's got to be mostly it, but like I don't get the idea of wanting to live on the beach or on the coast like that. But for me, it's so ridiculous, bro. Like, I'd rather live 10 miles inland, 5 miles inland in a high rise overlooking, so I could just look out my top, penthouse place and look at the water and how vast and beautiful it is versus being on the water. I've seen too many movies, too many shows with the water is coming to get us. Stop. Why do you have to be on the wall? Why are they building it on the sand?
My father probably has it right, where he's within good walking distance.
Yeah, but I mean, right, people like that. Distance. To me, that's insane because you're below sea level.
This is what I'm trying to. This is where I live at now is also, and I'm 3 blocks again from the ocean here, and it's and we're below sea level, so we get flooded very easy here. So it's crazy that you say that because I do get the logic behind it, but you're going, well, how many disasters will I really have in my lifetime to live the life I want to live, right? Let me tell you something. Right before, no, absolutely, right? In any case, right? It only takes one car to hit you. So it's my wife, right before I met her, the big thing for me was I was going to buy a boat because I was so sick of paying rent, and I was just going to live on the boat. I was totally going to fucking Miami Vice this bitch.
Yeah.
I was going to Miami Vice this bitch, live sunny fucking Crockett style, and I was totally just going to fucking buy a boat and just live on that shit and just not even pay the docking fees. Like, come into fucking go to
just be a criminal.
Just fucking. I've seen people do it, anchor off, but then you need the little dinghy to come, and that'd be annoying in the winter. So right, but then when you look into the docking fees,
I ain't got no little dinghy, yo.
For the, you know what I mean? It's for the docking fees, I would have been paying more than rent. So I was like, then that defeats the whole fucking purpose, right?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I just think that life is unnecessary. I mean, I'm. This is coming from a guy that has a motorcycle, but I like to take.
I've seen you ride. You don't create where you have a cruiser. You don't ride crazy. You're not a nut bag. You have the same exposure. I know that.
Educated risk. Yes. Educated risk. And that's kind of how I feel like my life is. I don't know. It's because it's a family situation, or I feel like I've been that most of my life. It's just, I don't take wild risks that are unnecessary to me. You know what I mean? And that one seems like spend so much extra money to live on the beach when I can live in a dope place with a dope building with a doorman and, beautiful view.
My uncle lives in a beautiful condo in Queens and bought in right before anyone knew what condos were in that area. So he got a great price, and he's on the 11th floor, so he overlooks the water and all the whole nine, right? And I hate his apartment. I hate condos. I find them hollow. Why? I don't like them. I much rather have. Now, there was a time where I was looking to buy one, but I would have been renting it out in Miami and blah blah blah. But it was condos are not just something. It just feels like a fabricated apartment. There's no soul to it. It's very vapid, right? Like it's just very temporary.
I mean, let's just not lie, right? Condos, it's an apartment. You know what I mean? Like, as much as you want to say, I own this one. You own a piece of land in a building that you don't own. You know what I mean? Like, stop. It's an apartment, bro. You still have to hear noise from neighbors up, down, left, right. Like, it's an apartment. Like, I hate when people talk about condos too. Like, and I've wanted one, but like to pretend that it's not an apartment, like. I remember I was going to go buy something in Dallas, and they were showing me a condo, and they're like, yeah, this condo is like, I don't know what they said, like $1.5 million or what it is. I'm like, and they're like, yeah, you have just a neighbor upstairs, but they're super quiet, and you have the neighbor on the left, but then you have this side over here that has no neighbor. I'm like, you're trying to convince me to pay $1 million, 2, 3, whatever it is for my neighbor? Nah, I don't want neighbor. What the? I better put that in a house because I just don't get condo life other than. Like I said, I'd rather rent because I like the idea of doorman. I like the amenities and the pool and all that stuff.
Single.
Yeah.
I would have done a condo.
Yeah.
Not with it doesn't. Now one of my cousins was raised, once again, the only child, so he was raised, shouts to Brandon, in a condo. So he
Right.
loved having the tennis court, but he can't play basketball. He can't play tennis. Like, you know, so like what, you didn't get any use out of it, right? But he did use the weight room, boys in shape. But everything else
Yeah.
he didn't touch there. So
I'm not
it's
gonna
where
lie, I
I
hate
would have
that.
been probably half fucking professional if like, you know, like I had a what, like,
Bro.
that would have been so in trouble. I'm gonna say half professional because, you know, the height thing, but yeah.
I had a gorgeous pool at my last place. Gorgeous. We're talking super fine with
Went in
cabanas, super nice. Twice, bro. Maybe
Twice.
3 times. You know what I mean? Like, and I think
it's
the third time I only went in there because I fell in there. Like, I didn't even want to go to the
and
pool.
dropped your phone. You were like, shit, it's waterproof for 10 seconds. Is my father probably couldn't tell you the last time he went to the beach.
Yeah.
And in fact, one of the times I was out there, he hadn't gone since the last time I was out there, which means he didn't go in a year. So it was like, I went out, came back home, and then I was like, oh, Pop, I'm gonna come out. And then I went back out and I'm like, hey, Dad, like, when's the last time you went to the beach? The beach stuff's all in the same place. And he's like, oh, last time we came out. And I'm like, what? What the fuck? Like, I'm waking up at 7 a.m. every day to take a morning swim, and you're fucking, you know, what? You live this and you don't do it? And he's like,
it's a weather
weird
thing.
He's like, he goes, it's a weird thing. He goes, once you have it, there's real no grab for it. And I was just like, nah,
it's nice to live there because the weather's so good. You know what I mean? The same thing with Cali. Like the weather's so good. Like again, like last
Cali
week or
fucked
like
me up.
80s, and you guys are like in like 20-degree weather. You know what I mean? It's like it's bad.
We hit 51 today, and I opened my windows on my car like I was cute, and I instantly regretted that shit because it's still fucking 51. So I was like, I had the music blast, and I opened that shit. I was on the highway. I was like, no. My WeatherTech wind guards are not working right now. Like, it is fucking brick. Like, so
you trying to roll that shit up fast.
Yeah, like no. I haven't had a car with roll windows since like a year ago. So what does a DoorDash driver and a gynecologist have in common?
They like to deliver cream pies.
That's a good one. I don't know what gynecologist you went to, but don't go there anymore.
I didn't go to one, man. I'm a boy.
We can both smell it, but we can't eat it. Have a great night. This was from a DoorDash driver, and he wrote it on the bag of the food.
What?
And you can't see it on the camera, which makes it 50 times funnier. But it's he wrote it on the bag of food, and the guy who Snapchats it goes, "Bro, I just wanted my food."
Wait. So did he deliver this to a gynecologist, or he just wanted to make a gynecologist joke?
He just wanted to make a gynecologist joke.
Oh my God.
And you definitely know that's
terrible.
Yeah,
that is
I love
terrible. Is that his boy that he knew that he was delivering to, or just a rando?
I'm gonna assume just a random, because to comment like, dude, I just wanted to eat my food, like tells you everything.
Wait, so here's the thing. Do you give that guy like a 5-star review, or do you immediately call Uber Eats or whoever the hell, DoorDash?
I'm giving him a 5-star review because I'm a sick jerk like that. But coming up like, oh, that's great.
That's crazy to put something so brash out there like that.
Oh yeah,
that's nuts.
I like that he wrote, have a great night though. Like,
he was polite. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about the motorcycles earlier, and I read this story, and I immediately thought of you because you're someone who's very fancy on their bicycle, on their motorcycle. Excuse me. I know that you like to call it a bicycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you like to do your tricks. You know, just like, you know, you're like very fancy, like I said. You like your wheelies and your endos, and endos when you do a back wheelie.
Totally.
Yeah. So this guy in Seattle driving on the highway, which already is to me is a scary thing because I'm always afraid of the death wobble, which is the front wheel just starting to shake out of nowhere. If you guys don't ride motorcycles like Radimus does. So he decides to pull off an exit, takes the exit, and unfortunately he hits a divider at the exit.
Yeah.
And he goes flying over the barrier and falls about 35 feet, which is visually, to understand what that is, that's about 3 to 4 stories to the ground. He's in critical condition. He survived. Thank God.
So far.
Yeah. But like, it just said he fell 35 feet or a little over 35 feet. And I'm just thinking, like, there's also distance to that. So he also flew forward on top. He didn't just drop, you know, in a cartoon.
The ground didn't give out under him. Yeah, no, it was it was
You
in
know?
sinkhole. Yeah. He was chucked and then fell 35 feet while also traveling 38 feet, right? Yeah, so there's a lot of momentum.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's so insane to me. Like, and again, I think I've mentioned it before. The closest I've come to an accident was me dropping the bike on my own foot, by just trying to stand it up and turn it on, like an idiot. And the thing is crazy heavy. But I was okay. Thank you guys for asking. So what I'm trying to understand is, like, how does he feel in that moment? Like, is it happening so quick that you don't have time to think, right? You're a thud at the bottom of that fall, right? Because it just makes me nervous to even think about that.
It's literally what the stupid moment you always see is like, how you're probably wondering, how did I get here, right? Like, it's like to stop midair, right? Because you're going, wait, what the fuck? Because you're looking at graphs to something you can't see, right? You're airborne, and then all of a sudden you've cleared this divider. And now the floor is just coming. So there's no it's not like you're going to ball up or anything, because your brain's telling you have to see what's coming next, right?
Yeah.
Where the smart thing would be just ball up and accept it. But it's very hard to do that, because your brain, once again, is going to tell you what's coming next. You have to see what's coming next to react. That's the fucked up part, you know? And it's fucked up. It's scary.
I think for me, what scares me is that I've learned very recently that my reaction time has slowed down.
Massively.
Look, I used to be in martial arts. I was probably one of the fastest human beings on the planet. You know, it's just clinically legitimate.
No,
you know what I mean?
everyone
I don't lie.
knew, yeah.
So
Yeah,
everyone.
ever.
If you look it up, somehow you would find me being one of the fastest, right? So
No,
I
it was Bruce
yeah.
Lee. You, yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have
Yeah.
awards, accommodations at hotels,
Yep. Yep, that you booked.
recommendations.
Yep, that he's written.
So again, one of the fastest. But what I'm trying to say is that I recently learned that my speed has slowed down so much that my kid was sitting on the couch and just tipped over and hit the floor, and I was sitting right next to the kid. And I just goes like, "Oh shit," you know, and just boom. And you want to be one of those dads that, like, you see in those videos where they just kick out their foot and they catch them like a soccer ball, you know what I mean? Or like they dive, and I'm not that dude. I'm like,
I am.
Oh shit, dude. And on the motorcycle, I know that I would just hit the divider and just be like, oh, I would be like the floppy guy, like that just goes flying in the air. I wouldn't ball up. I wouldn't try to catch something on the way down. I would just flop around. So like that would make me nervous as fuck, man. Yeah, I want to be that dad, bro, but I can't be that guy.
So far I am. Where I fail is putting her down solidly on things. She constantly falls.
You think she's taller than she is? So you gotta let her go. She's like, oh shit.
No, she does this thing where like she'll stay on her tippy toes anyways. So it's like I'm letting her go on the couch, and then like I let her go to turn away, and you and I'm like, but how? Like you were just standing, and she's like, I'm okay, limping away, I'm okay.
She got a limp, and she got her arm behind her back. She's like, I'm fine.
I'm okay.
I know you still love me, Dad.
I'm like, how? So dude, she's almost like, she literally one day like was like, fuck it, like there's 4 steps left. Let me just jump them. And something tells me turn around. And I was like, oh, and I just caught her, right? So it was like all those moments, like anytime she's a little too close to the edge of the couch, she goes to fall, I like grab the back of her hood and pull her back, stupid shit, right? Like
yank
all
her,
this stupid,
choke her.
No, just a little
Crush her esophagus.
Right? A little momentum change. So it's
little voice change as well. She's like,
well, no Adam's apple. Thanks, Eve. So with that, it kills me because I'm good at all these other things, right? Like she won't fall out of bed, nothing. But putting her down when I'm carrying her is the hardest fucking thing for this child, because she's like, well, he's carrying me, so I might as well just fucking fall like a sack of potatoes and make him look like the worst father ever. Like I'm always like, we were on the bed, like you were in the center of the bed. Like how were you in front of the TV now? Like how did this happen?
Speaking of moving like that, bro, like wifey puts the kid in the bed, all right, sleep sack and all, like trapped in that shit, just like legs locked. You can move her arms, but just you can't like spread your legs open, right? That's the point of the whole thing. Plus keeping her warm, right?
Yeah.
Puts her down in the bed, walks out of the room for a second to go grab something from the other room, turns around, bitch is right there in her face. She's like, oh shit.
Boo. That's my kid.
She clocked her in the face.
Oh my God.
A little gizmo or something coming at her. Like, bro, like got out with the fucking sleep sack and everything, bro. Like, it's crazy, man.
This might be the marijuana and short-term memory. But do you ever are you ever busy doing something and you
Always.
turn around and your kid's doing something and you're like, oh shit, I have a kid? Like the amount of times this happens to me where I'm like, I'll be like answering a work email and she'll be like, Dad, and I like look down and I just have that moment of like, fuck, man, like when did you get here? Like it's just like, because it's like just a quick reminder of like, oh, you're just not, because you're so lost in thought in whatever it is you're doing. Just for those 30 seconds, you just think it's you in the world, right? And then they remind you like, no, I'm right here picking my nose. Like it's an amazing experience. Like
that's why I don't play with any swords anymore, man. Because I'll turn around and go, oh shit.
Tell your mom it's an ear piercing. Where's your ear? It's So Florida man used taco seasoning packets to steal $40,000 worth of Target goods. The police say. Now, this is a true story. This isn't one of those clickable stories that's been on the news all week.
Okay, I'm just picturing little packets, right? Mm-hmm. Like old El Paso packets. And he empties out the Mexican seasoning and then he puts jewelry in it. What the fuck? No. How is he stealing shit?
$40,000, right? And you're going, wait a minute, like that's a lot of seasoning. So he has a food truck. No, he is Taco Bell. No. What it is that he was actually stealing Pokemon cards and then reselling the Pokemon cards. But what he was scanning was El Paso seasoning, right? Seasonings, right? So that $1.79 is coming up instead of the $10, $15 on the Pokemon card.
You took me on such a fucking ride, bro. I literally thought you meant he was using the seasoning packets to steal $40,000 worth of goods by putting things in the packets.
No, that's a good way to do it, though. We got another way. Yo, El Paso's about to be popping at Target for a while. Like,
he'd be there for so long, and the things he have to be so high value, but this small, like a 3x3. You know what I mean? Like,
why did my man buy 4,000 fucking El Paso? I don't know why it has to be El Paso, but.
Oh man, but that's crazy, man. Yeah, I mean, Pokemon cards came back in a real big way the last 10 years or so, right, man? Like, fuck.
It's crazy to think if you owned anything from back then, if you had it now, what it would be worth, right? Like,
right?
Just like a single card, like that's crazy.
I got rid of everything because I got made fun of, so I was like, fuck all this shit. I would have been fucking sitting in Puerto Rico that shit would have been Alberto Rico at this point. That shit would have been mine with all these fucking comics and Pokemon cards and fucking Beanie Babies and shit. Fuck, man, that came back hard. Damn.
Never get rid of that stuff. Yep.
Fuck me, man. That's crazy. Fuck.
Hurts.
Well, listen, man, talking about getting fucked over by, life. This thing, man. This is I'll end it on this fucking story because this makes me just want to hate everybody. Oh, let me get this so I can read it right here. Oh my God. This man who won one of last year's Powerball jackpots, right?
Okay.
It was for $167.3 million. This guy won in Kentucky. He gets arrested the next day, okay? Because he goes to Florida, goes to some nice hotel in Florida, okay?
Became a Florida man story.
Decides to ball out at this hotel. He's at the bar screaming, I'm a millionaire, drinking, boozed up, everything like that. Somebody finally tells him, no, you're not. You're being crazy. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Kind of like calling his shit out.
Yeah.
The jackpot winner punches this fucking dude in his face.
Yep. Now he got half your money.
Cops come, right, to stop the fight between these people. The guy that won the jackpot goes to kick another guy that fell down, kicks the officer in the face.
Yeah. Yep.
Pleads guilty, gets fined $1,000. This guy won $167 million. Okay. But here's the kicker where they bury it in the story. Oh my God. this week on God Hates Me. This guy's a 30-year career criminal.
Oh.
He's been behind bars for 30 fucking years. He just got arrested last month, February, for having a party that he had guns and drugs at.
We gotta get on his will. We gotta get on his will because he ain't gonna be around much longer.
I've been working for 40 years.
40.
I'm only 27, but 40 years, bro.
Yep.
Dude, I've been busting my ass. I play the lotto every once in a blue moon. I ain't winning shit. I'm over here killing myself. This guy's fucking kicking cops in the face.
That's
I mean, my man's been doing drugs, been doing whatever he did. 30 years in prison, bro. And this guy gets to win the lotto?
He's not gonna have the money long. He's not gonna have the money long. He's gonna get sued right out of that money because he don't know how to behave. So that'll all work itself out. So
I hope so.
Maybe it already did. This Florida man decided what happens if you microwave a microwave in a microwave.
Wait. If you microwave
a microwave in a microwave.
3 microwaves are involved.
Nope, just 2. He just microwaved the microwave.
Microwave and microwave. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In a microwave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I'm all about the tongue twisters today. That's the whole show.
Yo, man, you're like the show's Jay-Z.
I'm like Willy Wonka. It's he died. So the explosion killed him. So yep. I'm a wordsmith and he's dead. Yep, that's how that went. You left me nowhere to go, man.
YourNewsOutTake.com for all your merch goods and anything to do with this fucking show. Wow. I'm not laughing that he's dead. I'm laughing at your delivery. Good God.
Where did you leave me on that? Where did you leave me on that? There has to be a conclusion to the fucking story. Wait, there was 11 microwaves?
I was still trying to do your rad math. Microwave in a microwave.
A microwave in a microwave. So the easiest way is to go from microwave to microwave. So there was 2 or there was 3? He's dead. Let's remember that. Okay, folks? Good night. Peace.
Deuces.